Okay, this is Kevin Weaver. This next interview is my dad, Waverly Weaver Jr. The date is Sunday, March 5th, 2017. We're at my dad's house, and this is going to be just a light talk of oral history with Waverly Weaver Jr., who at this day is 85 years young. And we're just going to talk a little bit about his upbringing in Arkansas back in the early 1930s and 1940s, is going off to the military, and basically whatever he wants to talk about. So, Pop, I'm going to get this going a little bit. Preface. I did one of these with Mama. I didn't have the fortune of doing this on a video. This is the first video communications we've had, but my purpose is for you to be able to talk to people down the road, whether it's people associated with you in your lineage as descendants many, many years from now, or just casual observers in history. You just want to know a little bit about your perspective on your life. So let's talk about this. First of all, just tell me who you are. What's your name?
Waverly Weaver Jr.
Okay. And where are you at right now? What's your location right now?
618 East Clement, DeSoto, Missouri.
Okay. So let's go back to the very beginning. Who were your mother and father? What was your mother and father's name?
My father was named Waverly Weaver Jr., Waverly Weaver Sr. My mother was named Idella Weaver Tumley. Her name was a Tumley.
Okay.
She was Idella Tumley.
Okay.
And then after she got married to my father, we become the Weaver family.
Where did they grow up together? Where did they meet?
No, she lived up in Tumbling Rest, Arkansas. And we lived in out in Palestine, Arkansas.
Okay.
So he had to go across the creek, as we called it.
How far away did your mom and dad live before they met?
I was still at least around about 8, maybe 10 miles, about 8 miles.
Okay. So he had to walk it or catch a ride with somebody, I guess. We're talking about.
Yeah, sometime when we used to walk over, it might not have been that far. It might have been about 6 miles.
Okay. What was your Waverly Senior? What did he do for a living? What was his occupation?
Well, we were farmers. We bought 40 acres of ground. Well, it was supposed to have been 40, but it was 49 acres for $1,000 from our uncle, Rob Weaver.
When was that? What year? About?
Well, I know I was going. It was at least in the. It was in the maybe 30, I guess. It might have been the last of the 20.
Wow. Where did you live at before that time?
That's all the only place I know.
The 30s. You were born in 1931.
Yeah.
Wow, $1,000 was a lot of money back in the late 20s, early 30s. Where did he get the money from?
Well, we've had to farm, so we had to pay him off by the year.
You had a mortgage. Okay, good. Who did he buy it from?
Oh, he had maybe 2,000 or 3,000 acres of ground.
Who did your father buy the property, the farm from? Who sold him the farm?
Rob Weaver, our uncle.
He was your uncle. Okay. What was Robert Weaver, what was he like?
That would be hard to explain. I imagine he had at least 1,000 acres of ground.
Wow, 1,000 acres of ground.
And I imagine he was about the richest guy around there. I know he owned more land than anybody. And so
What was he like? What kind of man was he?
Well, to my knowledge, I got along with him all right. But most people could hardly get along with.
How come?
If you didn't work for him, you was in trouble anyway. About everybody almost worked for him. Man. And my mother's brother lived on the land till he died. So it was, if you wanted to make something, you could make something. But if you didn't want to do nothing, if you let them scare you, you was in trouble.
So as you were growing up, you lived on the land that your family owned.
Oh yeah.
Was that common, or was that rare?
Yeah, once you bought, it was quite a few people, black people had land down there. But he had more land than Rob Weaver had more land than white or black.
Wow. So he had a lot of respect in the community then.
And nobody bothered the way he was.
How were racial relations back then?
Well, everybody called him Uncle Rob.
Was that a sign of respect, or was that
I
derogatory?
guess that was the way they seen him, to get along with him, I guess. He didn't have no call. Everybody worked for him. I met him back there then, and he was about rich. Everything you wanted from him, you had to pay for it.
Did he have a store?
Huh?
Did he have a store too?
No, he had so many other ways. Whatever you needed, he could get it somewhere. So, on the farm, he sold a lot of stuff off the farm.
So growing up, how many kids were in your family? How many children did your mom and dad have?
We had the same, my wife and I got 8.
Okay. Where were you at in that line?
I was number 1.
The oldest?
Yeah.
Okay. So what was life like growing up in Arkansas? And you grew up during the Depression. You were born in 1931, right in the middle, smack dab in the middle of the Depression. What was life like when you were a young boy?
You didn't want to work, and the only place you had to work mostly on the farm. Then, now Forest City, you could get some kind of work to do over there.
Mm-hmm.
But most people worked on the farm.
So what kind of work would you do around the farm?
Well, during the winter, we used to have to do lots of wood cut, because see, you burnt wood.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have no electric and all that stuff to go on. You had a fireplace.
So you chop wood?
You had to cut lots of wood during the winter.
What else would you do, like during the spring and summertime?
Farming, chopping cotton. Fall, you would pick cotton. And that's the kind of work you had to learn to do. If you didn't know how to do that.
How old were you when you first started? When you first went out to work in the field? How old were you at that time?
When you had a farm yourself, sometimes you had to go out when you were 3 or 4 years old.
Okay.
Maybe younger than that. Sometimes when you could start to walking, they would put one of them little sacks with the flour meal come on. You put something on your neck and go picking cotton.
So as you were a boy growing up, did you see anybody who didn't work or didn't farm? And what did you think about that?
Oh, you always had people didn't want to do nothing. I don't know how they made it. But they made it some way, the way they want. It wasn't too hard to work. When, like chopping and all that, you had to do some work when you're doing that. some people just didn't want to do that. They'll find other ways to do something.
Did you ever leave Arkansas as a boy, like on a vacation, or did you ever travel to a big city as a kid?
I don't know what, let me see. Yeah, we used to go in Memphis because they had a lot of programs, things over there.
Who would you go over there with?
Well, whoever had a car. When I got a car, I drove myself.
Okay.
But,
So how did you leave Palestine? How did you
well, after I come out the army, what was it?
Well, talk about the army. When did you join the army?
I was probably about 18.
Okay, so
Well, I didn't join it. They drafted.
About 1950 then. So you were in the Korean War.
I was, yeah.
So
I went in in 51, I think.
So the interesting thing about the Korean War was World War II was fought just 5 years before that time. Now your dad was in World War II.
He was in World War II.
And so he served in the Navy, and at
He
that
was
time,
he was on sea most all the time.
so during World War II, they were segregated. There were black units, there were white units. They kept them separate, right?
They, most times, when I went in, they were integrating.
So that's what I'm saying. Within that 5 year period of time, the Army had changed in such a way that the military was starting to integrate blacks with whites. So you were one of the first to that. What was your experience with that?
Well, when I went in the Army, me and a guy from Mississippi, Pretty, we worked together most of the time. Matter of fact,
Was he white or black?
he was white. He used to, when we go out on a line or something, if I didn't take him out on the line, he wouldn't hardly want to go.
Okay, so he was your best friend in the military.
Yeah.
So when you came home from the Army after the war was over, did you go back to Palestine?
Oh yeah, I went back and stayed a year or two, then I came to St. Louis.
So at that point in time, so you had left in 1950 or 1951, you were the oldest, you were 18, so you got back from the military in 53. Now your little brothers and sisters were starting to grow up, and by the time you left for the city, for St. Louis in 55, 56, your younger brothers and sisters, they were already starting to grow up, right?
Oh yeah, most of them were grown, lots of them were grown. Some of them were still down there.
What made you decide to move to St. Louis? What was the decision making with
I
that?
don't know, I had made a few trips up there, so
Was
I
there
knew I
anybody?
could get a job.
Was there any Weavers already up in St. Louis at that time?
Yeah, we had a bunch of them. They had